Police in Burundi's capital have opened fire on protesters who oppose the president's bid for a third term. They used tear gas and live ammunition on hundreds of protesters in the center of Bujumbura, the closest the protests have got to the presidency. More than 20 people have been killed since protests against President Pierre Nkurunziza's decision to stand for re-election began on 26 April. Mr. Nkurunziza is heading to Tanzania for a regional summit on the crisis. He is meeting other East African heads of state who are expected to urge him to drop his plans. Meanwhile, Burundi's influential Catholic Church has called for the elections in June to be postponed. It said in a statement that it would ask Catholics on the Electoral Commission to step down if the government refused to yield. This is the first time since the beginning of the protests in late April that police have used tear gas and live rounds on the demonstrators, she said. Another journalist at the scene, Melanie Gubi, tweeted, "Grenades thrown, protesters have Molotov cocktails, water cannon tank keeps falling back and protesters gaining ground." Shops and businesses have closed while barricades continue to burn in the center of the capital. More than 20 people have been killed and scores wounded in the protests over the last 3 weeks. It is the worst violence since the end of the civil war in 2005.